My name is Lowell, pronouns he, him, and this is another session of Star Trek Adventures Kintsugi. We have our cast of characters aboard a vessel. This vessel is traveling along. Our group has been sent in undercover in some ways to investigate the possible smuggling of some stolen Federation explosives slash weapons. And they have been interacting with a number of people. We saw the wedding party that Divelle and Ward are here for. We met Divelle's older brother and the future sister-in-law. We've got essentially a Betazoid and our gosh, now the name has fled my head, Jolene. Um, what do they call it? The bald-headed Star Trek folk.
The Deltons?
The Deltons, thank you.
Okay.
The Deltons there. We also saw Tisa, who is Devel's mother, and Orion, and his her father-in-law, stepfather rather, Captain Goetsch, who is also a Delton. Uh, there's the crew we saw. We saw an archaeologist. We saw a woman who has the sensory webs and has a Medusan with her. We saw a fake Star Trek officer. We glanced an Andorian and another crew person or another traveler who we haven't interacted with, and of course, we had some significant interactions with the Bajoran expatriate kids there. So that is where we are taking up. Since we didn't have Tvilic on scene last week, if I may, Will, can I kind of start with Tvilic and maybe get like a sense of how Tvilic approaches an undercover mission?
Yeah, Civilik, you know, has done all the reading. That's Civilik's thing. He likes the reading. He knows every bit of, he's been studying the old historical texts, and he understands that when you go undercover, ancient Earth, media will tell you that a Hawaiian shirt is the best way to go undercover in any sort of operation. And he's decided to go undercover as a Andorian mercenary, maybe.
Hmm.
Like, that's his Starfleet cover, is that he's like some big shot, sort of like Andorian big game huntery type, like warrior on spending his spoils on this cruise ship. Because this is a commercial vessel, right? Like,
Yes,
uh,
a big cruise ship commercial vessel. Yeah.
yeah. So while everybody else is, snooping around, he's going to try and set himself up as the sort of honeypot. Like if anyone is selling illegal Starfleet weapons here, maybe they'd like to talk to this great Andorian warrior. He's constantly walking around with a cigar that is unlit because
Mhm.
it's against the rules of the ship. But he knows that that's a valuable part of his cover.
Yeah, let's have you make a presence plus security roll here.
Okay. He's on ship and crew. And let me get the dice roll up. D dice, not Albert Rodeo, unless things go horribly wrong for this cruise ship. Uh, that is one success, and I think I'm just looking at the talent I was going to give him.
That's
Let me.
actually two successes with that 13.
Oh, is that a 13?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I have a mistake that Tabelic was presence plus security, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect then. Yeah, amazing, great. Yeah, so he succeeds anyways. I don't need to use the persistent talent that I gave him.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that what's going on here is Tvilic maybe uh, kind of creating a trait for the overall investigation, or are you gathering information and want to ask some questions or something
I
else?
I think a trait's a really good one
Okay.
for Tabelic to have established. I think it's maybe a bit uh I don't know what would the right word be? A soldier of fortune,
Okay,
perhaps. Uh, so his cover is active and known across the ship, like, and it's not people aren't like, oh look, it's that Andorian using Starfleet. It's let's give him a name other than Tivolic because his cover name. Uh,
absolutely.
Andorian name generator. Thank you, fantasynamegenerators.com. Uh, it is Rylas the Ruthless.
Okay.
That's his name, who is probably somebody who's sitting in a Starfleet cell somewhere in a starbase somewhere who's been appropriated by Starfleet intelligence to set up Tvilic with this cover ID.
One thing I'll give you for nothing on this as you kind of establish that cover. I think you certainly get the attention of the, Bajoran expats. They're excited by your air of danger and mystery, and this striking, violent shirt that you have on. Uh, uh, but the other Andorian that's on board, the archaeologist assistant, certainly avoids the dangerous mercenary soldier of fortune,
Yes, yes.
very, very deliberately and very, to your mind, very clearly has been avoiding you since day one.
Yeah, and I think Tvilic's believe that that's a sign of his cover working well as opposed to the archaeologist because succeeded on the roll, right? So it's not like he's just avoiding me because I'm too close to the. It's not a double
Absolutely.
bluff. Yeah, he's very. Rylas is happy to take all the drinks offered to him by the Bajoran youth, uh, but sneers at them because business was much better under the occupation and they've ruined a good gig, basically.
Oh, and I think they agree with you. They are, you know, uh, I think that you will very quickly get the sense that all their parents are collaborators.
Oh yeah, entirely. Yeah, yeah. Um, I did listen to the last episode, and I think I mostly remember all of it at this point. But yeah, cool. That's Devilic. Yeah, swanning around, probably with some sort of foaming, smoking cocktail inside of a alien fruit that's half cut open, right? Being refilled constantly everywhere he goes.
Absolutely. Uh, let's come, and I want to give everybody a chance to call a scene for investigation or NPC scenes going on, because of course, Divelle, the wedding is coming up here soon. We haven't given you a chance to like interact one-on-one with any of your family, but there's also this investigation going on. So, what what would you like to call?
I think she should have like a scene with someone in the family. I guess her dad.
Okay. Um, So I think you will note that your dad has kind of hung back.
Hmm.
All these wedding things are going on. All these things are happening. He
Because like
has,
Divelle probably heard that there might be a medical issue going on with him, I think. If we
yeah,
shared info with Ward and
yeah. So you've
Axel.
heard that, but certainly your mother is a take charge woman, and she is making sure that the wedding preparations are going on here. Um, you can tell that the kind of chaos of the short term changeover, like that has fed her. Like this is her element is when the unexpected comes up, she is there to fix it. So she's been very pleased by this. Your brother perhaps less good with sudden radical change.
Yeah.
But Goetsch will gestures and kind of gestures for you to come and sit down next to him, and he will say, uh, "I have friends in Starfleet still, who get me duty summaries, action after action reports, as it were, uh, and I'm very proud of you."
Thank you, Dad. Um, Thank you. We're all just doing our best, you know?
And what do you think of your captain?
Oh, Kevin Bates incredible. I mean, he's he knows to put his faith in his crew.
I did hear a rumor, and you can tell me whether you think this is. Were you up for the number two position?
I was, yes. But I stepped aside. I was still new to the ship. I was still getting the science department organized from my predecessor, and I I'm sure I will get the opportunity again in the future, I'm sure.
I see him stop and he kind of looks off and he says, You always, you were raised amongst us Deltans and you did as you did remarkably well, but sometimes you would step aside for other people because you didn't feel maybe like you had the right to be there. I know that. I know that. I just want you to know you have every right to be wherever you are in Starfleet.
Thank you, Dad. What about you? You're I've heard rumors myself.
Why don't you make a presence plus command roll,
Okay.
Divelle?
Does etiquette help?
I think absolutely.
Okay.
Oh,
There's three successes.
three successes. He will stop and he will say, This is probably my last time off world.
Oh,
The I don't know if you had any experience with this. It is not not common amongst the Deltans, but it does happen. Uh, we take the blockers to help with the pheromones and some of the the involuntary psychic things. Uh, and I've those have started to not work for me.
but no, I understand, but you don't need to take them anymore, Dad. You don't work
I,
for Starfleet anymore.
Unfortunately, because of my age, there is a certain amount that I can't control of that. And and uh it would be bad.
Well, she's gonna lean in and hug him
Okay.
because, she doesn't love the idea that he can't leave the homeworld anymore.
She does,
I'll
he
just
says, you
have to
are,
visit more often.
yes, you're going to come and visit. Your mother will never ever say that to you, because she wants you to be as independent as you can possibly be, but you need to come home and visit
I, I will. Okay. Yes, of course, I will.
and bring your little friend.
Okay. Um, we shall see. We shall
Okay.
see.
I want to cut from there to Sevari. Uh, where do we see you working? What do we see you doing for your leg of this?
I mean, I did create this opportunity to use the internal scanners of the ship, right? So I think it's about time I stop talking to assets and maybe do my job. Um, and I still have to rescue this one person who probably doesn't belong with these party expats, I guess, but
That
needs a
is,
better perspective. But that's maybe a discussion for when I found these weapons.
let's have you make a
Mhm.
science
Okay.
plus uh, control or reason.
Okay. Same.
Uh, and
Mhm.
I think certainly you're going to have a focus from what we've got here.
Mhm.
I think this is still, as I mentioned, high difficulty on this
Mhm.
because of the things. So even with the trait,
Mhm.
we are down to difficulty 4.
Difficulty 4. Okay. I think I will. Yes, I think I will go in. Well, not very cautiously, right? Because I don't think we have maybe the time to be super cautious about the whole thing. And yeah, so I will use my determination
Okay.
with the value fortune favors the bold,
All right.
which gives me 2 successes if I'm not wrong about
That is
how this
absolutely
works.
correct.
Okay, means that I still need 2,
Yep.
right? And I got a 15. And do we have momentum? We still have 1 momentum in the pool.
Yep. And I've got 8 threat.
I know it's a lot. Hmm. I'm still going to use the momentum. I think this is important,
Okay.
unless somebody shouts at me that I should never do that. Okay, there we go. 3 dice. Roll, roll. Come on, dice, be nice to me. No, wow, look at that.
Holy moly, moly.
Wow. Okay, that is bad, I guess.
I literally have never ever seen
Uh,
that. For
no,
those of
me
you at
neither.
home, uh, 3 complications.
Three natural 20s in D&D speak.
So I think that you will be searching around and about,
Mhm,
and eventually find your way to the lower decks of the ship, kind of
mhm,
following on this.
mhm.
And you will find yourself down in a secured area. You carefully open up a a chamber and come into a smuggler's area,
Oh,
and
okay.
you will see that uh, yes, in here are stored a host of Federation munitions.
Oh,
And you will look at them and you will realize that they are Gluon torpedoes,
oh,
highly advanced,
oh. Okay.
very dangerous
Wow.
torpedoes.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the sensors of the torpedoes, like they're in standby, but all
Mm-hmm.
of the gauges on them are in red, like
Oh,
something is wrong.
okay.
And I think that's the point at which you hear the door shut and lock
Mm-hmm.
you in to
Oh,
this
okay.
room.
That is not good.
So I'm using one of those complications, 2 of those
Mm-hmm.
complications. I'm putting the other one over on this little complication table for you later.
Thank you.
But
I
yeah,
love that.
light goes out. It's dark in here. You've got just got
Mm-hmm.
that little red glow of the sensors there, and someone has clearly twigged to your presence,
Mm-hmm.
and you're shut in, and you'll realize that you don't have any kind of comms to your allies just because this place is so secured from scans. Let's come
So,
to
okay.
Lieutenant Ward. Ward, what are you up to?
I think, based on Alan avoiding this last week, I think I will find myself talking to Zeki Mitras, this regular on board the ship.
Absolutely. Uh, Zeki is incredibly vague about what they do, but they have a real charm and presence to them, and they turn a lot of it back on you to, they don't answer questions, but respond with questions for you, that kind of thing. Uh, why don't you make a presence plus security roll here?
Okay. Uh, that's two successes.
That is two successes. So what do you want to know from Zeki? What do you want to get from this conversation?
Mm. Um, so I guess my main purpose is to see if he's part of this. So really to get a sense of whether he is just this inveterate luxury traveler who has more money than sense, right? Um, or whether he is in any way bankrolling or you know orchestrating this thing. Um, but I guess maybe part of it is, when he asks me questions, I'll be telling him more or less, what is publicly available, even a little bit more. So my history in engineering, knowledge of weapon systems, I'll be like maybe enticing him to ask a little bit more than he ought to, if he is involved.
I think you two successes, you are kind of charming and you are drawing him out and stuff. And eventually he leans in and he says, I should tell you, I'm a very dangerous man. I am a smuggler.
Oh my. Well, it's good that we're not on the Federation ship.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then he'll essentially lean in and he'll open up his jacket and you will see a variety of things on the interior of his jacket. And he will point to the kind of crappy knockoff illicit items that he is smuggling and say, perhaps I could interest you in a gift for your lovely lady.
Bootlegs of the famous 2075 gig.
Bootlegs, bootleg. For shame that you would say such a thing. These are, I
Hmm.
will have you know, perfectly authentic.
I didn't realize he was a Ferengi in disguise.
Yeah, no, I have dealings with Ferengi, obviously. But these are the kinds of gifts you can't get on any Federation world.
Oh, well, how am I supposed to what am I supposed to exchange with you for these goods or services?
Do you have any gold plus random?
No,
Then I
no,
think
I
this
do
conversation
not.
is done here. I said good day, sir.
Hmm.
And we'll
Hmm.
we'll stand up and look around for the next most likely mark.
Um, I didn't even get a chance to buy him a drink, but at the open bar.
Uh, well, the open bar, but it is a cruise thing. If you're not already paid for it, you do have to buy the cup that you use, and there's a markup fee on that. And then if you want the special drinks, there's an
Hmm.
extra
Hmm.
add-on for those things.
Oh.
Ensign Jures.
Um, I think that Sevari told me that the Villic is here as a kind of sweeper. We're out there doing some stuff, and the Villic is our reserve, fallback, support, safety net. Um, I noticed that Savari's gone off comms. And so, against orders, because I'm not supposed to even know he's here, I search for Tavilic.
Okay.
Um,
It is very easy to find Tavilic.
yes.
Chomping the cigar and drinking away.
And so I think I kind of spot him at the bar, and I sidle up and rather inexpertly say, it's like the curious case of the dog in the nighttime.
The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime?
Yes.
Children's book?
No, 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 no. I contacted Sevari.
Right.
She didn't reply. That's what's curious.
I will have another. Thank you. Let me tell you all. Come on, let me tell you all about the Battle of the Sekis Rim. Anyway, so Tavilic puts an arm around him, and we go over to a table, and we lean in close. And
I'm supposed to take my lead from Sevari. She's not supposed to go off comms.
What? Where did you see her last?
As she was tinkering, you know what she's like. She's always tinkering with something. I went out to find that you know the Starfleet guy is not the Starfleet guy. He's just some thug who works for the captain. Well, anyway, I went out to kind of beard him and to check out on him. I go back to quarters and Savari's gone.
Well, he chews on the cigar thoughtfully for a second, which is very dog-eared at one end by this point. It's like absolutely falling apart. He spits out a bit of tobacco onto the. Right. Well, this could mean that Savari's found what we're looking for.
Okay, so do I take my lead from you now or what?
Well, you could show some initiative, Jures. You know?
Look,
didn't work out so well for either of us last time, I know, but
Lieutenant Commander Ward was very clear I was to follow Savari's lead.
Okay. Now you've been speaking to those Bajorans, right?
No, I've been avoiding them like the plague. Sevari was speaking to them.
Sevari was speaking to them, right? And did she find anything out?
Oh, I think she said that one of them was kind of some bleeding heart, rich girl or something who didn't want to be doing what she was doing. I don't know. I wasn't really listening. It didn't seem germane to the case.
So what you're telling me is that the only bit of information you have is that you don't know where Sevari is.
I do not know where Sevari is, and she's off comms. She's off comms. Lieutenant, she's off comms.
I can see how worrying that is for you, Jures. But now, how are we going to find? How are we going to find Sevari?
How are we supposed to run this operation if we're out of touch with one another?
Listen, they didn't have comms in the old days. You should read this old Earth author, right? Maybe that's not your thing, old Earth authors, but they've got some great stories. This guy, John Le Carre.
Never heard of him.
Well, anyway, we're gonna follow what I think they call Leningrad rules here, and we need to find Sevari without tipping our hand. Yeah.
Okay.
So far, your only leads on where Sevari might be is that she was talking to the Bajoran expats. Yes.
No. She'd been talking to them. Then she went back to the quarters. She found I don't know. She's an engineer. She talked all this stuff at me. Most of it over my head. I have engineering one. I slept through most of those classes. It's such boring stuff. You can't imagine what it was like following Latal around the ship for those weeks.
I served under Latal, Jures, for quite some
time.
Well,
I apologize, sir. But look,
raises a drink together. But
there's this equipment that she was tinkering with back in quarters, but I don't know where to start with it.
Well, Diville, speaks louder. Why, is that a proposition? Back to your quarters? I'll take you up on that, my good man. And pats an arm around you and picks you up from the table. Come on, take me there. I'll see what I can do. And yeah, we'll go there, and I will take a look at my
absolutely let me
talents.
play that last complication now.
Yeah.
Tvilic, Jures, you are making your way down the hallway towards the rooms that Jures and Sevari are in, and I think there is that moment when you'll see a couple of crew people at one end of the hallway and a couple of crew people at the other end of the hallway, and they are walking with a purpose that, to you, Tvilic, says, we're about to get jumped by thugs.
Is
There's a
it
half dozen of them.
at the quarters? Is the entry of the quarters between the two of them or beyond one of them?
I'd say it's a little bit ahead of you, but it's between the two groups.
Okay, run for quarters.
Yeah. You run for quarters, and Tvilic is going to drop the cigar, drink the thing, and stand in the corridor and just say, "Gentlemen, we have a problem here."
Then in that case, Jerez, I need you to make a fitness plus security roll to get to the quarters before they can be upon you. And
Okay. So that's
difficulty 2.
okay.
Actually, I've got all this threat. Let's make that difficulty 3. I'm losing money, not spending it.
You are. Okay. It's obvious to me I'm not going to make it because I can only wangle 2 dice out of this.
Maybe
I
you'll
could-
get a 1.
Could I assist him
yeah.
with it? With my holding them off? Like Tvilic can assist?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. So you can also roll a fitness plus security to help interpose there. So 2 dice from Jures, 1 die from Tvilic.
Okay, I'll roll my 2. Oh, look at that.
Crit success.
Crit success there. So you only need a single success.
And I got one.
Okay. So I think it is a just barely that you get to the quarters and go in, and you
And
can
leave the door open.
okay. All right. So a couple of them coming after you, Jerez, to into that room. Tvilic, uh, these 3 thugs are going to jump you. So this is a contest.
Okay.
Daring plus security. I've
Okay.
got 3 dice for them.
I've just given him the mean right hook talent, which gives him an intense quality on his punches.
Okay.
And
I've got 2 successes.
2 successes. I've got 1 success, and I will also I will use my persistent talent that I've picked up,
Okay.
which persistent. You don't let trivial things like failure deter you. When you attempt a task, you may choose to for single automatic complication in exchange for gaining 1 automatic success. So, yeah, I'll get 2 successes with that,
Okay.
and I'll take a complication from that.
So I think it is that you are fighting these guys and you will fight them off so they don't do any damage to you, but one of them does catch you and, catches you and hits you, by the antenna. And so I want you to take the dazed trait.
Dazed. Okay.
Okay. Which I can call on. Now, as these 3 are fighting with Tvilic, and we'll have Tvilic make his attack in a second. Jerez, these others are coming after you've left the door open. What do we see happen there?
Well, it depends. Were we allowed to put any weapons in our baggage?
No.
Then I too will do. Declare me right.
Unless you want to spend your determination to say that you have a weapon concealed away.
I will spend my determination. Uh, would I suppose you draw a line at a photon rifle, would you?
Yeah, I would definitely draw a line at photon rifle.
I feared you might. So I'll settle for a hand phaser.
Okay.
You know, one
Uh,
of those the little ones that
yep.
slot off the top of the big ones. Um, and as they come through the door, I'm going to attempt to stun them.
Okay. Then let's have you make that roll. I'll roll for them. Difficulty 2 on the group.
Okay. Can I throw anything? Yeah, I don't think precision targeting applies in this context, does it?
Is that the space one?
Yeah.
Actually, hang on. Let me look at that's under
No,
the.
I'm pretty confident it's a tactical rather than a security trait.
Yeah, that definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's have you make a roll. Do you have a focus that works with this?
Sadly not because of the absence of any photon rifles in our baggage.
Okay.
But that 3 is less than my security. No, it doesn't. It only works if there's a focus, doesn't it? Yeah.
Right.
So that's one success.
One success. I think that you will catch one of the 3, and the other 2 are up on you. Um, let's have you make uh your roll, fitness plus security, see what the damage is like, and then I'm going to come back to Tvilic.
In much the same way that I was hoarding my second talent addition, I too have gone for a mean right hook.
Okay.
So, how many successes do I need?
Difficulty 2 to not get smashed by these dudes.
Okay. Okay. Uh, oh dear. Oh gosh. For a moment, then that was 2 20s. Though that's 2 successes.
2 successes. So, what does that look like? Like, what is Jures's fighting style as these? You've stunned one of them, the other 2 are up on you, making it like impossible to kind of get the phaser shot off, and they're striking at you. You know, they probably got spanners, the kind of classic space fight thing.
Jujitsu.
Okay.
I learned this from watching old movies.
All right. So you will
Yeah, I wish
pull
I
them
had a
off.
cane. I wish
Yes.
I had a cane. If only I brought my stick with me.
Tvilic, it gotten a little bit dazed, but you have, you're a trained security officer out here in the corridor. You've got these three essentially troops
Hmm.
here. What do you want to do?
He's gonna punch them. There's very little else to do, isn't there? His Hawaiian shirt is ruffled. He's gonna go for them.
That is daring plus security.
That's only one success there. I believe of an
Okay.
18. I will. Can I do the persistent thing again? It seems cheap, but I think I can and take another complication. Sure, why not? I'll take another complication if you have another one to do with it.
Ooh, let me think what a good complication here is. You've already got the dazed.
Yeah,
So,
could
uh,
be someone could another passenger could witness the fight, perhaps.
no, I think it is that you can take out 2 of these 3 guys. The last guy is up, but there is that crack kind of hits you again in the head, and you will realize that you now have a concussion.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
Like your
I'll take
daze
that.
goes up to concussed.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, the room is kind of starting to spin here. But I think this last guy is going to take off, if that seems reasonable to you.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Yeah, I think Tavalic hits one of them with a like a just that mean right hook and sends him like just out instantly on the ground, and then the other two rush him and slam him back into the bulkhead, and he cracks his head off at the side of it, and it all goes, dazed, shaky cam. But then he grabs hold of the other guy and headbutts him over and over again until he slumps to the ground, and he's like, antenna, and then the other guy just turns and runs.
Turns
Like
and takes off.
yeah.
Meanwhile, Jures, you're in the room. You got two guys left that are fighting with you here, and it's your go.
Are they too close for me to try to use the phaser a second
Oh,
time?
absolutely. They are up on you, sir.
Okay, so that's a straightforward mean right hook then.
Yeah, you want to give me a threat so that you can get an extra die on your roll?
No, it's okay.
Oh, you
It's
sure?
fine. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Uh, oh, that's a 1. Uh, in fact, oh no, 13. Damn. Okay, so that is 2 successes with the
Two
1, isn't it?
two successes. You will drop one of these guys, and you have the opportunity to get out of here past them if you
Oh,
want.
uh, take it.
Okay. You'll get out in the hallway. You'll see two of these guys down, the other one running, and Tavalic looking a lot worse for wear, kind of pulling himself against the wall there.
Uh, Always support one's fellow officer, particularly when they're more senior in rank than you are. So I shall run to Tvilic.
Yeah, Tavalic will stagger, grab hold of your shoulder, and say, "We need one of them alive." And kind of stagger past you towards the open door. We need to take that guy and find out who sent them. Together we should be able to take him. I think.
I think that sounds fair. The two of you going in the room to take out this last trooper. Uh, so let me cut to Sevari. It's dark in here.
Yes, I assumed it was. Well, damn it. Okay, there's nothing for it. I will lean back, pretend that this is actually what I planned, right? And say, well, security systems are good. I give you that. Now come out and talk like a civilized person.
Doesn't seem
Or
like there's anybody in here with you.
is that how you treat all? They will have, I assume that they will be monitoring though. And I will say, is this how you treat all your prospective buyers then? Huh. Well,
Interesting. Okay. Let's have you make a presence plus command roll.
oh, I was afraid you'd say
I
that.
think difficulty 3.
Yeah, okay. Difficulty 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. I mean, I'm at 10. We don't have momentum in the pool, and I think I will just fail these, probably. But sometimes you gotta just try your best and hope for a cornucopia of ones. There's not. I have a single success.
So I think you will realize that they've kind of locked you in here. You have the
Mm-hmm.
suspicion that this was like a quick reaction, like
Mm-hmm.
nobody who's at the pay grade to negotiate with you
Mm-hmm.
is monitoring this right now.
Okay.
But they've left you alone in here in
Mm-hmm.
this
Okay.
situation. So what is your next step?
Well, I am an engineer, so there are probably technical things here because we're on a space station. I think I still have my tricorder. So I'll start to see, you know, what here can I use to either get out or better yet, message someone about this.
Ooh, interesting. I like that. Let's have you make a reason plus engineering roll with distress signals as your focus.
Okay, cool. That is a lot better. Let's go. Wow, I've got another 20, but I've also got it. I got a single success.
Got a
The
single
20s,
success.
I will use other dice now.
So tell me, how is it like, what do we see on screen you doing to kind of bypass the sensor block shielding here to kind of almost like Morse code transmit to your people?
I mean, I'm already caught in this trap, right? So there's no reason to be subtle. I'll just tear off one of the things that you have on walls that hide the cables behind. What is the
Mm-hmm.
names?
The
Coverings from
panels?
the
Yeah, camel. Okay.
panels, right? I just rip that out and then I start, oh, these look not too great. I'll just start pulling out cables and um, cutting one of them
Mm-hmm.
with my engineering omni tool that I probably have, and then let's try if this works, basically.
So tell me, what is the, with one success, you needed
Mm-hmm.
two, what
Mm-hmm.
is the single sentence statement that you are sending to Divelle?
Okay.
And they will know it's from you, like there's a
Mm-hmm.
like an
Okay.
ident
Yeah.
code at the front. But what is
Mm-hmm.
it that you are telling Divelle?
I did we know that these were gluon
Yep,
things?
you do
Okay.
now.
Okay. No. Did we know when we
No,
start the
no,
mission?
no, did not.
Okay. Okay. Um. And I know where I am on the station, right, relative to
You,
everything else because I
yeah.
walked here. Okay. I think I will. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think, what will I say? I don't think just found it is very useful. I will say the gluons are in the lower left bay. Are shielded in the lower left bay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's a short
basically,
sentence.
the
So.
gluons in this location, like you
Mhm.
send that out.
Yeah, yeah.
Divelle, they are still just about to start the rehearsal dinner. Let's take our break here and then we'll come back. So take 10. So Divelle, there is a, you don't have necessarily Federation communicators, but you do have, essentially, they give you a ship comms badge kind of thing. And you're sitting there as they're in the middle of this, rehearsal dinner, going through things, and your little comm badge beeps, and you will get that message. It has Sevari's ident code at the front, and then it gives you the Gluon Torpedoes this location.
And she's gonna just nudge Ward and show Ward. And I'm like, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of
I was really suspicious because I said to myself, Jures and Tvilic, they're too quiet, right? They can't be keeping undercover this well. Um, do you want do you want to make a scene or will I just be ill?
here. Do you mind?
I will be ill.
Thank you so much.
You will notice that the sister, your future sister-in-law, has kind of in the middle of this has started to kind of turn towards you. Her betazoid empathy kind of twigging a little bit here.
Yeah, yeah.
Conspiracy is so difficult in this family. I don't
Yes.
know how you survived.
We're not intelligence officers. My
So
sister might be. I don't know.
how do you want to do this? What does this look like, the scene that you create?
I think
Time for your acting.
I think I eat something that I really don't like. I'm not allergic or anything like this, but I just like kind of bring up all of my negative thoughts about it, and kind of I almost make myself sick in this. I don't know. Um,
Time for all those theater courses of yours to pay off.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
All right. So you will do that.
I'm so sorry.
I'm just gonna roll. I'm just gonna kind of generally see here. What do we get? So there definitely that caused a disruption. Who is the person, Divelle, that most looks like they are upset
Yeah,
by this interruption?
Tisa, the mother, of course.
Yeah, she is looking at you, her eyes like with that green fiery flames kind of thing, as you and your date dip out of here. Um, and you will get out of the rehearsal space and then do what?
I mean, we've got to make our way there to the location, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Um, and I think maybe I, as we're heading down there, I say, oh, I think I saw something from Jures' uh, briefing that he was going to smuggle Phaser Type 1 aboard, which, not my department, but maybe we can swing by there and pick it up.
Okay. Just
I
do
would
the
like,
classic rip
yeah,
of the skirt so we can move faster.
yeah. Yes, because you are in dresses and not
Hmm.
in uniforms. And I think that we will to make the scene, I think that as you are coming into the hallway to the thing, you will see a pair of legs being dragged into a doorway into Jures's room, like a body being carted off there.
All right. Gotta be
Well,
careful. Get
I don't
ready.
think those were Jures' calves, so
Safety first. Let's get ready. I think like we
yeah.
do the thing ready to fight, then it's oh, okay.
Jures, Tvilic, the room is still kind of spinning. You've gotten down to drag these people out of eyesight. You've got them there, uh, and you will look up and see Divelle and Ward very
Oh
tastefully
no,
dressed.
no! As soon as a shadow falls across the doorway, Juris spins and presents Phaser.
Okay,
At ease, Ensign.
Can we have the
Apologies,
last
sir.
guy? Can we have the last guy tied up to a chair or something? Like,
yeah, that
you
seems
know,
reasonable.
yeah. And Tvilic is sat on the opposite chair, Riker style, but it's a spinning chair, so he spins it around when the others come into the room. He nods blearily, like eyes glazed, and he goes, "Well, it looks like we attracted some attention." Uh,
I see your cover stories have worked impeccably.
and I see the wedding went well.
It's just a rehearsal.
Oh, well, you'll get a second chance then. I was just about to make this one tell us where Sevari is.
Well, we just got a message that from Sevari. She
Oh,
knows where the gluon weapons are.
gluon weapons.
That's this is all I have to go on.
That could, good lord, gluon weapons on a ship carrying this many people. I hope they're storing them safely. Oh,
Interrupt.
yeah.
Okay.
Lead investigator. What do you know about gluon weapons?
Yeah, you have do you have the lead investigator talent?
I do.
And what
Nice.
is the effect of that?
Uh, if I retrieve, analyze evidence of a crime, re-roll a d20, and ask an extra question when spending momentum, but we don't have any, so that's by the by.
Okay.
So I've
You can
got a chance to
always
re-roll.
Okay. Then let's have you make a presence plus security roll, Jures.
Oh,
My
that is what I
my
am
help
best
dice.
at.
Pardon?
Can I help out if I have an investigation focus as well?
That seems reasonable.
So 2 dice. It is what I'm best at. No, that is 13. Oh, that's 2 successes.
2 successes. And from Ward?
Oh,
So two
So,
successes.
so 4 successes here. So 2 successes gets you this initial question here. What is it you want to know?
what do you know about Gluon Torpedoes?
Nothing. Nothing. They're just weapons. All I know is they're weapons.
Who sent you?
So this is your next question.
Yeah.
So you're going to have one momentum left. Uh, uh, and they'll say, the captain said there were fed operatives on board. We were you know, they were obviously feds, and we were to give them the kibosh and to storm away.
Turn to the room and say, the captain, when you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. It's the captain.
I mean, that was kind of obvious in the beginning, right?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean,
Let's,
who would be our chief suspect?
Jures, if we
You know?
can
The captain.
borrow your phaser, we need to go find Sevari.
What do you mean, borrow my phaser, Mom?
Give it me. Give it your face.
Divelle, I think, or security officers, maybe not Divelle, like he looks a bit woozy, should lead the way on this.
Listen,
Yeah.
and I just push the chair holding the guy toppling
Very
all
well.
over. So he's on the
Jures,
floor.
we need to find Sevari.
Let's go.
Where is she?
They have the
Presumably,
location.
yeah, this location.
Okay,
Lower Bay 16, or whatever the location is.
So
lower left base 16. Right.
okay.
Did
Yes.
these guys have any weaponry? Of any kind?
Spanners.
Spanners. Yeah. Well,
It's
half a
something.
spanner.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
hand to the hand phaser and pick up the longest spanner I can find.
Okay.
It's
Diville,
not a stick, but
still
Yeah.
got a little wooziness, but you got that phaser in hand.
Yeah, just because I'm seeing double of everyone, I'm sure that's
Yeah.
absolutely fine. Yeah.
So here is the thing. I assume you want to try and make it down there without getting caught by the crew, right? You would like to do this because they've been alerted to your presence. You can try and make your way down there. Does that seem reasonable?
Mm-hmm.
What would Sevari do? The Jeffries tubes.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Or the Sinclair tubes or whatever they are on the ship.
Absolutely. So who is going to lead this stealth crawl through the tubes? And it can be one person and then an assist. And I think this is going to be fitness plus engineering.
oh,
I think any of us are particularly great at that, are we?
I mean, somehow I think I'm best at that.
I think I'm slightly better than you.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, one better.
So Divelle
Ah.
leading the way,
This makes sense. This is her intelligence op that
and
she was forced into.
Ward following with doing the extra die.
Yeah, and I wonder if starship recognition will help because, maybe one of these has passed through a starbase in my youth and I know the schematics, right?
I'll give you that. Let's be generous at this moment here.
I will use my determination before I roll.
Okay.
I'm going to hmm. I mean, act with confidence, even if I don't feel confident, makes sense.
Okay.
I'm on a date with Ward, though, so the hounds of love are haunting me.
All right. I think that's fair. So 2 successes before you even roll.
Yep. So I got one success on my dice.
So 3 successes. Uh,
Nothing from me.
I think that you will get into these Jeffries tubes. Jures, Diville, you're following up behind, armed up, phaser and spanner. So you're kind of, the fine right hand. Uh, as I mentioned before, this is a very old ship. This is a very old ship. And I think that it is not far into this journey that Divelle, Ward, you will realize that you have absolutely 110% ruined these dresses.
That's fine.
Like, like no
Look,
cleaning, no repair is going to put these dresses that your mother picked out for you back in shape.
cinematically torn and dirtied.
Absolutely. Uh, and with 3 successes, I think you will find yourselves, you know, at a panel, and you can, do that little pop the panel a little bit, and you will see that there are a group of crew people, 4 guys. 2 of them actually have phasers, or rather, probably some like low-grade disruptor rather than a phaser. Uh, and they're kind of standing by this door, clearly kind of keeping guard there, waiting for someone, like waiting to get more orders or whatnot. How do you want to play this?
I mean, do you think if Sevari was here, I would definitely suggest like hooking into their communication system and giving them orders to go to a different section of the ship. But maybe we can do that. Maybe we have the engineering gumption to do that.
That seems like create an aspect.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I think that'll be control plus engineering for someone.
That might be me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Improvisation. I'm not sure if we have
Oh,
any
I like
tools
that.
except for a
Yeah.
spanner.
That's very good.
That's great. Yeah.
Okay. What's the difficulty? Is it 2?
I think the difficulty is 2 to get 2 of them, 3 to get
Okay.
3 of them, 4 to get all
Okay.
4 of them.
I guess I will spend my determination then.
Let's get it all burnt.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you tagging?
And I think this is I mean this is Revels in the Challenge. This is the kind of engineering thing I probably haven't done since the academy. So that'll pop another momentum in the pool
Okay.
because of my puny human talent. So yeah, let me roll.
I was trying to think of a way to assist,
Oh, look
Oh,
at that.
that
but I
is
don't need
4
to.
successes on dice, so 6 total.
6 total. So you get all 4 of them and have 2 momentum left.
Uh, yeah, let me put that in the pool.
Okay.
Someone else can make good of it.
Uh, so
And maybe,
mhm.
sorry, I was just going to say maybe from my conversation with Mr. Obos, I know his turn of phrase. And while I'm not speaking in his voice, this is something he would have said, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You will hear them say, okay, well, it's locked up. They're not getting out of that. And then the 4 of them will head out. And I think we see the 4 of you emerge. Hawaiian shirt, torn dress. How is Juris dressed?
Throughout he's been dressed in normal civilian clothing
Okay,
for a Bajoran.
absolutely. Uh,
So lots of crochet.
absolutely. Sevari, you've had some time in here.
Yep.
You've sent the message. Um,
Ah,
would it be okay to have you maybe make a roll to kind of check out the quantum torpedoes and get a sense of what's going on there, or something
I
else?
want to sabotage the Gluon Torpedoes
Okay. Uh,
because I mean, I I don't know what will happen, but if these guys can use that I think that's time well spent, right?
let's have you make a control plus engineering roll here
Okay,
to first kind of
yeah.
get a sense.
Mhm. Can I use either damage control or power systems for these things?
Yeah, we'll
Because
put
I
one of those focus there.
kind of reverse damage control is what I'm trying to do. Okay, 2 dice. Come on. It's an 8 and a 13,
Two
which gives me 2
successes.
successes. Yes.
So I think you'll realize that uh, right now, these things are very touchy.
Mhm.
Like it would not it would not take much to accidentally set these off right
I
now, and
don't want to set them off.
it would take it would take the entire ship out.
Mhm.
Uh, the problem is what you will realize is that there is some kind of secondary energy field
Mhm.
that has disrupted these torpedoes, making them
Oh,
unstable and unsafe right now.
okay. So,
Something else is happening in the ship.
uh-huh. Okay. Interesting. Weird. So how do you think, is there a way to shield them from this, to stabilize them, basically?
Well, let's have the door open
Okay.
and bring the rest of your team in. I think that you will hear the sound of the beep beep of the lock being picked, and then the doors come open.
And I'm leaning on one of these things super nonchalantly, like, yeah, sure, I'm a buyer, right? Uh, might might not be so. I mean, when I see them, I can still be nonchalant. It's fine. I say something like, "Well, took you long enough." These things are super unstable, by the way,
That's just wonderful.
right?
Do you
No,
know what's causing the
yeah.
instability?
Well, not precisely. There's a secondary energy field right here. I haven't figured out yet where that is originated. Working on it.
Right.
And
Is this the evidence we need? I forget.
I mean, this is
And
oh yeah,
evidence we
yeah.
need.
This
Yeah,
is this is
yeah.
definitely I mean, this is definitely Federation property. There will
mhm,
be another hiccup, another sudden moment where the
mhm.
world kind of hiccups, and all of the
Oh,
gauges on these quantum torpedoes that were already at like 8 jump up to 9, and they're all flashing.
this is not good.
We might
Did
have a
you
more
all
immediate
feel that?
problem.
Did you
Yeah,
all feel that?
yeah.
Yes, again,
Okay. That
this is like
that's what's
second or third
destabilizing
time.
them.
Do I have a tricorder?
I do have a
We,
tricorder. Of course, I have a
yeah.
tricorder. I mean,
Then we've got
it's
the magic tool to identify this secondary energy
yes,
field, right, through the ship, right?
yep, yes. That's what I was going to
team
do
nerd.
before.
Yeah, let's team nerd it together. You know, there's
Yes. Okay.
three science officers here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's have our lead. This is going to be reason
Mhm.
plus science.
Okay, let's check it out.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you want to take primary on that there, Divelle?
Sure.
Okay.
A 15's
I
pretty
will.
good, so
Can
I'll spend a
Divilic
momentum.
assist?
So someone can assist.
I mean,
Science plus reason.
I could assist. Maybe.
Divilic,
I think I have.
Whoever's science plus reason is highest should probably assist.
I've got a 13.
14. A
Huh?
former science. Divilic has a 14 in
Presumably
science.
it's
Okay.
Divelle, right? You got a
Yeah.
15.
Well, yeah, I'm the
There's-
primary,
Your
Right.
with the
primary, yeah.
Yeah, of
15.
course. Of course.
And you wanted to spend a momentum, Divelle?
Yeah, I don't have any
Mm,
focuses that would help in this,
Okay.
but
okay.
So Divelle, let's have you roll your 2d20.
Mhm.
Diville, let's have you roll your 1d20.
let's try these crazy dice.
That's a success for Tvilic.
There is 3
I have a
successes for me.
I have a focus in tricorder operations, but I guess that's still too
Yeah,
high to.
too high.
Yeah.
So that is 4 successes.
Yes.
I
Weird dice.
I think that what you will realize is like you again this ship is, as I mentioned at the start, like heavy shielding. It makes sensor operations to determine like where this is actually specifically coming from at this reading uh uncertain, like hard to get to. But you will realize, Divelle, uh and Tibilik, and I think Sevari, you've all had chances.
Mhm.
Uh, Whatever this energy is that's out is psychic, at least partially in nature.
Fun.
And
Everyone looks at Divelle.
We might need a. Does anyone know any friendly psychics?
Well, the
I
captain.
know a few, but
Not anymore.
she's empathic. So I think she's still friend. I know a few, yes. Um, but I'd like to ask some questions.
okay.
Or do I have enough left over? I forget what the difficulty was.
Difficulty was 3, so you've got 1 left over.
Okay, so um,
And don't forget, you can always spend momentum from the momentum pool to ask questions as well.
it's true. But if I spend 1, I get to ask a question for free as
Yep.
well. So,
So what's your first question?
what should I be on the lookout for?
Uh, This is clearly not something that's set up normally on the ship. There's clearly something else that has been brought aboard the ship that's dangerous, that's causing this. Uh, uh, and so you suspect that like this is not something that the crew are aware of.
Okay. And
What's your second question?
right. I feel like I know the answer for this, but what can I use to track this energy?
I think you know the answer to that.
Yeah, yeah. So,
So give me a different question.
right. Um, is anyone or who here is not what they appear to be? What here is not what they appear to be?
Ooh, interesting. I think there will be a flash of memory you have of like when everyone was boarding, when there was that time. And I think there was a bit where you saw, you know, as you do classic in the movies when you're boarding the cruise liner kind of thing, there was a thing being big thing, covered, being loaded on the ship with a lot of care being taken, and that archaeologist going, be super careful with that, super careful with that, and them like definitely acting weird.
Okay, cool. Now I get to create a rapid hypothesis, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna let you think
I
about
get the
that.
creative
Jurist,
trait representing a
yeah,
theoretical understanding of
right.
the subject of these questions.
Let me give you a second to think about that.
Nope.
Jurist, you had something you wanted to say?
Yeah. Are you sharing this as you are thinking it?
Yeah. It's like she's doing the whole reasoning out loud in like the science labs. You know, you're all part of the science crew in her mind right now.
Didn't somebody say? Didn't we hear somebody say the Andorian is wrong?
Yes, that was the Medusan. When I was talking to the Medusans,
That's right. And the Andorian is Dr. Thrall's assistant.
That's correct. Yes. We haven't gotten a chance to talk to her. Things have been hectic.
It's elementary then.
She's been
And I
avoiding
look
me.
at you expecting the hypothesis to come out.
So what do you want for your hypothesis trait here, Divelle?
I think it's got to be it's the psychic energy beacon? I don't know. The trail of the psychic energy, I guess.
Okay, I
Psychic
think
energy trail.
that seems fair. So it feels like there are sort of three things on the table right this second.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is talking to the archaeologist and or Andorian. Another of them is going to your family to get a psychic to help you. But the third one is the fact that the captain and crew are hunting for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yes. I think we should split up. Maybe tackle someone try and make their way to the archaeologist. I can try and reach out to my family. And also we need to avoid the ship and crew. Also, I guess, do we have a way to notify Starfleet or were they just going to meet us at the next stop? Like,
You were told to keep radio silence except
right.
except in case of dire emergencies.
All right.
These things being at 9, that is a dire emergency.
That's pretty dire, yeah.
It feels very dire.
Yes.
So you will hit the call-in transponder.
Yes, I think that's a fair point to do that.
So maybe a couple people to your parents, a couple people to the archaeologist, and maybe another person working on mucking with things here to delay the the crew and their hunt and stuff.
Let's see.
Yeah.
These would count as a weapon system, wouldn't they?
Yes.
I wonder if I could try to, because I have a weapon systems maintenance focus. I'm wondering if I could create a trait called gluon stability.
I think the difficulty of that, given the present situation, would be very high.
Okay.
But I'm welcome to let you roll in case you roll a complication.
I mean, I can help you with that.
I mean, the key
decent
question
engineer.
is that weapons maintenance a security or engineering issue?
This is an engineering issue.
Then we'll walk away from the Gluon.
Okay.
Sevari just slaps Jures' hand as he reaches over to the control panel.
Be careful with this. How hard would it be to stabilize them, at least temporarily? Could I jury rig this?
It would be difficult, but
Give me a
let's see.
number.
What does the jury rig do again?
The jury rig does when attempt to engineering task to perform repairs or something like that, you may reduce the difficulty by 2. But the repairs are only temporary and will last only a single scene before they fail again. I mean, okay. May increase the duration by 1 scene by spending 1 momentum repeatable. Okay. Yeah. And it will fuck them up a little, but
then absolutely.
Could we approach this engineering problem a little bit differently by suggesting that we jettison the weapons, therefore removing them from the source of the instability, and also
jettisoning them would require moving them through the hallways and such here. This isn't in a standard cargo bay.
Yeah.
So we would have to create an opening to jettison them through, which kind of hard with just 1 phaser.
Unless there are transporters.
I wouldn't try to transport them, sir, in this unstable state. I'm sorry to say, but they could go kaboom super easily. And then within the transporter, and I don't even want to tell you what would happen then because I don't precisely know, but I imagine the word for it would be bad.
All right. Sevari, it sounds like you've got a plan to at least temporarily protect them from any potential future shifts.
I can create some sort of electron bridge that will stabilize them for about 5 minutes. So that
That
is
sounds
not,
great.
yeah.
Go ahead and do that. I'm going to track down this energy source.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
So let's divide and conquer here now.
Uh-huh.
What I'm hearing is Divelle, you're going to your parents. Sevari, you're working on the torpedo delay. Ward, what are you doing?
I suspect I will not go with Divelle, um, and burn any more of my capital there. I will go off to I guess our archaeologist and assistant to see if we can identify or isolate that issue. That's our other mission, right?
I think
Okay.
Civillic will come with Ward for the Andorian. You know, Andorians. It seems to, whatever's wrong with the Andorian, maybe Civillic's Andorian background will help him understand that.
Okay. Jures, what do you want to do?
I think I now that Savari's going to try that, I think I am prepared to risk a supporting 2d6
Okay.
with my weapon system maintenance
Mhm.
specialism.
So I'm going to point out that one front has not been dealt with of the three I
Yeah.
The
mentioned,
captain.
and the
Yeah,
captain
the
and
captain.
crew coming hunting for you. I'm
Yeah,
just going to
Okay.
say that before you
I
divide up everybody.
yeah.
okay. I'm going to suggest Tvilic gives me the phaser. Sorry, Divelle gives me the phaser. Leave Savari to do this, and I'm going to try to raise a mutiny among the crew members that I had a very decent relationship with early on.
So
Tell
what you're
those
saying
crew
is
members,
you're going to
yeah.
create a distraction that they're going to come after effectively.
If
Well,
that works,
we're the three of us are blown, really. Like
Mhm.
the Soldier of Fortune trait might still hold in that he's affiliated with the two people
Yeah.
who are clocked as Starfleet, right? Like instantly. But Ward and Divelle are guests of the wedding, and so their cover has not essentially changed with the
Right.
captain
Yeah.
and the thing, right?
So what we're
well,
going to
they do
do,
look like they've been dragged
right,
through a hedge backwards.
yeah,
Yes, yeah.
we're going to do Sevari, Divelle, and Ward and Tvilic with the archaeologist, and then Jures, drawing fire. Sound reasonable?
Mhm.
So, Sevari, you've given
Yep.
me great technobabble here about
Yes.
jumping the electron field and
Yes.
doing this. So
Right.
you've dropping the difficulty from 4 down to 2.
Okay.
Let's have you make that control plus engineering roll here.
Okay. So, and can I use power systems?
That seems reasonable.
Okay. I will use one momentum because this is kind of dangerous
Yep.
and it worked so well before. Okay. Well, that's kind of one success, I think.
That is one success.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think that you
And
you will do it, but
mhm.
you realize like they if there's another like release of that,
Mhm.
that's going to compound the problem here.
Mhm.
You've delayed them going off, like they're not going to
Mhm.
go off on their own, but
Mhm.
you've got a clock now for
Nice.
them. Sound good?
Whew. Yeah. Okay. I need to think now. And maybe talk to the prophets in my head. Yeah.
Divelle, um,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like what is this meeting with your mom or whoever?
I think
Who
I'm
are you
meeting with
talking
my
to?
brother.
Okay.
Because I'm
Uh,
afraid that the father is the problem.
yeah.
That's
The the reception dinner is over. People have returned back. You'll go to their quarters in the nice part of the ship. You
hmm
get some looks as you go on there. Like it looks like you maybe fell in the garden and then rolled around for a while.
hmm hmm
Um,
And
and
feel the glares from mom.
you don't see your mom yet.
Okay, thank God.
I think that you will ring the buzzer on your room, and it will open, and your brother will just kind of look at you.
I'm just gonna just until there's a problem and I need your help.
What? What?
Have you been feeling those little phase shift hiccups?
Yes, I know that I have sent a message on up, given that that seemed like some issue with the warp engines.
It's causing some problems with some, and I'm not allowed to say this next part, but I'm not allowed to say this next part. And that's when it's just like thinking of like
Oh.
intelligence mission, they're smuggling weapons.
And he looks at you.
This was not my choice.
I can't imagine it was, given our mother.
Mm.
Uh, what what is it that you need?
We've determined that the cause of these shifts is potentially psychic in nature, and we need a way to track them down. And we have some things. Oh, I forgot to write the trait down, but
Right.
psychic energy trail. We have a trail. We just need experts to help us track it down to prevent it from happening again.
All right. Uh, tell me what you need.
Well, yeah, that's
Okay. Uh, let's have you make a reason plus science roll.
okay.
I don't think you have any focuses that are going to be
Yeah.
applicable to this.
Yeah, I don't think so. Or talents. But, well, does the psychic energy trail help?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
that'll take its difficulty down to three.
Okay, I will spend a momentum. Be a little selfish. Oof. But there's two successes.
There is two successes. Uh, you are working on this. Your brother is concentrating and you're using the thing, but you're having difficulty pinpointing it. And I think that the two of you are together, you're concentrating, you've got your tricorder out, you're concentrating on this, doing that. What is going on here? And suddenly you're interrupted, concentration broken on your brother as your mother comes in and sees you in the torn dress. We'll come back to you in a second. Uh, Tvilic and Ward. Uh, tell me what the plan is here. What's the approach?
Um, so we're looking for the archaeologist, right? Um,
Yeah.
Archaeologist or the archaeologist's assistant? Who do you want to, which bear do you want to corner in their den?
the assistant, I suppose, is the focus, right? That's what the intel that we're acting on.
Okay.
Um, do we have any idea where she might be?
We definitely have some info that Sevari provided earlier, got maps and things like that, so you know where their quarters are. And it is now late in the day-night cycle.
Well, searching their quarters. You know, if one thing of being a chief of security teaches you that searching someone's quarters is always a good way to start an investigation. So
Okay.
let's head off there.
Let's have you
So,
two head down. It's at that point I'm going to cut to Jures and then come back to you because this is going to determine what kind of opposition you potentially have.
Um,
Jures, describe to me what you're doing.
well, I've given some thought to this, and I have a cunning plan. What I want to do
All right, Baldric.
is what I want to do is use my knowledge of security systems
Hmm.
to trigger a crew to quarters.
Interesting. Okay, I like that. Uh, I think that will be control plus security to do that.
That would work for me.
Okay. I think we say difficulty 4 takes down to 3 because of the internal sensors access, that trait that Sevari created for you.
I'm going to spend one for the momentum pool
Okay.
because that gives me one success. Oh no, it gives me an extra dice. I always
Yep.
forget. So 3 dice, and I'm looking for 3 successes.
Yes, you are.
Okay,
Do you
and
have any
control.
focuses that are appropriate?
Um,
Do you still have anything
no,
left to pick on your choices, Jerez?
no. No, I picked lead investigator, and now I wish I hadn't chosen mean right hook, but there you go. So it's 3 dice looking for 3 successes on what is my best combination? 14.
Yep.
Get in.
Look at that. So Savari cracked the system open for you. You've got your security things here, and suddenly you will broadcast alerts in the crew sections, essentially the call to quarters. And we've already had those weird hiccups. So I think that plays into this, that we will see that and we hear that wow, 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 then the alerts going off. And we get some montages of people running through the hallways and such. And there are, I think maybe we see a couple of clearly what are the captain's like inner circle people with kind of hidden disruptors kind of moving against the tide of this as you continue to do that, probably hopping from station to station to make sure they can't track you down, Jures, as you keep the coast clear for Ward and Tvilic. Do you just pop the door open or do you ring the bell?
I mean, I'd be inclined to ring the bell because with all the sirens going off, they might answer. They might think they're being evacuated.
Absolutely. So I think that he'll ring the bell and the door will open. Tvilic, Ward, you're kind of there when the door opens. You will see that Andorian. And that's when they draw their knife and come for you.
That's when Tvilic shoots them.
Okay. Control plus security here as they draw out this wicked Orion blade to stab you.
Oh, I'm going to spend a point of determination on those terrible dice.
Okay. There was a moment when you were run through, Tvilic.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's only it's control plus security, right, for that.
Yep.
So I have a 15.
So 2 successes.
2 successes, yeah.
So they draw that out, comes out practice motion, like clearly they know what they're doing, and even as that blade is coming up, and boom, and you will hit them with the stunner and drop them to the ground. And in classic Star Trek fashion, Tvilic, when they hit the ground, one of their antenna will come off.
I knew there was something wrong. There was something wrong with that Andorian. They're not even an Andorian. I angrily hold it up.
Ward, You got this. What are you doing in this situation here now that Tvilic has rendered this faux Andorian?
Yeah, I will pick up the knife. I can't just leave it lying around there, and then I will poke my head into the quarters. Um, I'm sure
And
that will go well.
yeah, let's have you make an investigation roll.
Yeah. What are we poking? Is this? I mean, I don't think we can afford to be too careful, so maybe it's daring. Is
Yeah,
it?
daring plus
Uh,
security.
Yeah.
Investigation as your focus.
uh, so that is one success.
What is your question, Ward?
Um, I mean, is this a shared quarters or is this like a
This is
adjoining
the
to our
Andorians' quarters. They clearly
archaeologist?
have their own
Okay, okay.
private quarters.
So I guess I wonder if there's an adjoining door, if they've gotten two cabins side by side, or is this entirely kind of independent?
They are adjacent, but there's no shared door.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I wonder, is there something in here that gives us some clue as to the nature of this psychic ability, some
Can
kind
you
of
phrase that as a
booster?
question?
Oh, uh, what here might be causing these hiccups?
I think that you will look through quickly, and you have some investigation and decoding talents, and you've realized that this is not an Andorian. You've seen the Orion knife. You will look for some concealed stuff, and eventually you will find a essentially a black box comm, and see that there have been messages exchanged between this Orion pirate agent and a handler on planet, that they've managed to uh, sucker in this archaeologist, to convince them to smuggle this ancient alien weapon to the planet, and then they're going to off the archaeologist.
Well, that is fascinating. I mean, the um, the ancient weapon. Is there like some idea where it is? Like smuggling?
I'm sorry, did you get more than one success?
No,
Hmm.
I didn't.
Then I don't think that you know right now, Ward.
Uh,
So yeah, I guess I will say to Devilic, there's some ancient weapon aboard.
oh, there's always an
Multiple
an-
people smuggling different weapons that are interfering with each other. How reckless.
there's always some ancient alien weapon, I swear. Let's, I think, pick up the dat pad, right? The secure comms. If we can find Dr. Thrall, he should know where this artifact he's smuggling is and get us
Yeah.
access to it.
Okay.
And he's got no more motivation to go through with his plan. And I'll just
Yeah, let's ring his doorbell.
yes, yeah. I ring his doorbell. You say that, and I prime the phaser. Right? Like,
Let's hold on you for a second. Sevari. Uh, do you want to continue to try and keep this in check?
No, I think I'm fine with it. No, of course I do. I
Okay.
mean,
How are you changing
uh,
up? Like when we see you're an engineer of amazing
yes.
talent. So
Well,
what are you doing differently this time? Like you did that jump across the electrons. Like what are you
uh,
doing differently?
I think what I'm doing here is I'm trying to create a force field around this that will contain at least some of the blast. Won't contain it all, but probably will keep at least some of the ship intact.
Okay.
That's my hope. And I will pray to the prophets before I do this, and I will apologize for not taking care of the situation they alerted me to, because I should have. I know this, but please, it would be really nice if you didn't blow up this ship with, I mean, come on, if you don't care about me, it's fine. But Jures is cool, and that guy I mean, if you blow up the guy you alerted me to, that kind of defeats the purpose, right? It does. Okay, thank you.
I
So
love it.
yeah, I'm trying to build, I'm trying to use some of the isolation that they've used previously, because there must have been some isolation, to rebuild these fields to be stronger and more facing inward
Okay.
towards the Gluon Torpedoes.
Reason plus engineering.
Okay. Okay.
It is a little more
Can
difficult
I,
because you're
can I,
jury-rigged, but I
yeah,
definitely think that your damage control focus applies here.
yeah, okay. Can I argue for daring though? Because
Sure,
I mean, I'm standing right next to these things, right?
sure.
Okay. So I'm using 2 dice, using these. Okay, let's see. Profits don't fuck me over. They do. It's 1 success.
Again, that clock is counting down, but
Yeah.
you have built a buffer here. You're a
Yeah.
little worried, like about it. You've got just,
Mhm.
you know, the basics there. The profits are not giving you the sign that you want. Uh,
Yeah, I know. I mean, if I fucked it up, I guess it's fair. Okay, I'm standing next to these profits. Come on, what else could I do?
Absolutely. Uh, I like that a lot. Uh, uh, do you doubt at all? Like when this doesn't work your way, do you doubt the profits at all?
I doubt myself because I know. I mean, damn it. I know that I fucked it up, and now I hope not everybody has to pay the price. I mean, we are far away from the profits, and maybe I don't know, but I believe in the profits.
Okay.
I do.
Alan, how you said you want to play into the profits thing here. How will you want to do that?
Well, we said I'm moving around to try
Right?
to stop them tracking down where the thing's coming from. So I want to tear around a corner and bump into one of these Bajoran kids, the one that Sevari was worried about.
Efik? Yeah.
Efik. And as she says, "Oh, sorry," I say, uh, "What's the matter?
A- and they're like, I don't know. There's all kinds of alarms going on, and
Aren't you
uh,
supposed to be with your friends?"
I I was looking for your friend, Savari. I was worried about her.
Oh, damn. Oh, you better come with me.
Uh, and uh, So I here's what I'm going to say here. Let's bring these things together. I think Savari, there is that like long dark night of the soul here for you, as you're blaming yourself, as you want to worry, and I think that and Efik is a he, yes. That as you do that, you will hear someone say, "Thank the prophets," and you will see Jerez and Efik
Oh,
at the doorway there.
oh, uh, hi. Yeah, this is, you should leave, both of you. This might blow up, you know? I'm trying my best, but it still might go.
Will you let us help you?
Um, I, hmm, yes, yes,
There's
because
your
I think the,
determination right there. That's
thank
the
you.
point of determination that you're going to get. There is
Okay,
that moment, that
cool.
hesitation where you're worried about them, but they reach out and offer their help, and you take it.
Yes,
Divelle, we're going to take 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back to your mom yelling at you.
nice.
Okay? Take 5. What happened to your it takes her a second, like it takes her a moment to get the last word out. It clearly stuck in her throat. dress?
Work happened.
Work. This is not a work occasion. This is your brother's wedding.
Well, you always said I was an overachiever, so I thought I could multitask.
Multitask.
I did not have a say in the matter.
And your brother will say, Mom, Mom, would you? I've got this. We've got this. Why don't you go and make sure, with all the alarms going off, that Dad is okay?
My wedding dress is still fine.
T-
This is
It. Where is your? Where? Where is?
working.
She's working too. And I think that like when Andorians get angry, do they get paler or darker? Like does the blood flush their face or does it draw down white? What do you think?
Oh, I think she gets like darker.
Okay,
It's just like the chlorophyll is going over her. It's just getting greener and greener.
and I think that's the point at which you'll see your future sister-in-law will come and like take your mom gently by the shoulders and say, why don't we move along here? And and your brother will look back at you and will say, uh, is there another approach we can try?
I I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe both you and Dad combined, but
Okay,
that could be risky.
well, we've got to do something, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think
Thank
that
you. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry about all
I,
of this.
I do think we cut to you coming in, your mom being given a stiff drink by your future sister-in-law, your dad looking up and going, and then not saying a word, and your brother coming over. You quickly explain the situation, and he's like, oh, well, I'll try and help. I've got the inhibitors right now, but I can try.
Any anything you can do will be of assistance.
Why don't you make another reason plus science roll here?
Okay.
Psychic energy trail, taking the difficulty down.
All right. That's all I got. Hey, two
Two
successes.
successes. I think that you will realize that part of your hypothesis is correct, that there is a psychic, like who's clearly causing the interference with this weapon, perhaps even activating it accidentally,
Hmm.
but it's not your family.
Oh, thank God. Or thank the elders.
It's definitely not their psychic energy signatures causing this.
Okay. All right, that's
And I
good.
think you can begin to try and move to find the like the location or the trail here, right?
Hmm.
Unless there's something else you want to do.
No, no, I mean, I can deal with Mom being mad at me later some more.
Yeah. Unless
But
you know who the other psychic is.
my guess, I have a guess, but I mean, Lady and Cantor didn't feel it, but the Medusan did.
Do you want to head to the Medusans?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bravely going along with your hypothesis. The danger there, you're going on your instincts, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Act with confidence. Let's give you that determination there.
Okay.
Like, what does that look like when you know you probably ought to be following up on the weapon, but this says to you that this is probably the way. How do you do that?
Um, well, I just like think back to, the conversation with Lady Encanter and the Medusan, And I'm like, "Ah, look, they're the only other psychics that I know of on board."
All right. And you will head there. Come in, Tivilic Ward.
Uh, I look at Ward and I just go, great, and then open the door and go straight in.
Who are you people?
Well,
I
Doctor,
don't
we're
know
here.
you.
No, but we know you, and we know your assistant and her plans for you. And I'll throw in the data pad.
What is this?
It's bad news, isn't it, Doctor? Bad news for everyone.
Then then there's no then then and you see him look off. There's there's no buyer waiting for me on Isa.
There's no buyer waiting for an ISA, and this ship may not even make it to ISA unless you tell us where this artifact is.
Who are you people?
We're the professionals, Doctor.
All right. Presence plus security. You may use your Merc thing to drop the difficulty to a 1 here.
Nice. That's a crit success.
Okay. Uh, so you will have then an extra momentum. He will
Which
go.
I'll put in the pool. Yeah.
It's on the promenade deck, section C. I was given a special hold there. Very secure.
Keys.
Uh, uh, he'll hold out a little thing and hand it to the two of you. I,
Uh,
I don't suppose you want to buy the weapon.
don't worry, Doctor. I'm sure that some interested parties will certainly be in touch soon.
I see. Ward, what do we see you doing in this scene then?
Yeah, I mean, I think Trevelic obviously has it, so I am maybe locking our fake Andorian in their quarters, like breaking the panel, making sure that they can't escape. And yeah, I think we're just racing to the promenade then.
Yeah, security, like you do the thing where you find the comms in the fake antenna, break that, get them locked up and secured. And I think we'll see you and Tavalic then moving through the halls to the promenade. It's all clear because Jures has given you the room you need to get around without the crew tracking you down. And we'll come to the room. You'll hit the lock on the thing, open it up, and you'll come in and you can feel the thrum of this thing, this ancient weapon.
I think
And
they hit me harder than I thought.
yeah,
Staggers in. Yeah.
Ward, I think that immediately you will feel a little bit of disorientation and you will realize that this weapon is clearly made to disrupt subspace, like actually to tear it apart and disrupt it. And you've seen something like this before. This is not unlike that experimental weapon that caused that problem with the Borg and that got your friend killed. What do we see you do?
Yeah, I think I'm running through options to disarm it, or at least wind it down to make it not so bad a problem. Um, but it's not
I
unstable, so maybe that get it away from the torpedoes by just kicking it overboard is not a bad,
It's
not the
huge.
worst solution. Okay.
Let's
How big
have
is
you
it?
make yes.
How
Uh,
big is it?
It's probably the size of a truck.
But it's being moved here like on a flatbed or with
Yeah,
some kind of suspensor array, you
Yeah.
know.
a hover dolly.
Yeah.
Like,
Let
yeah.
let's have you make a control plus engineering roll, Ward.
Yeah. Um, I don't know that anything was going to help with this, so it'll just be a straight roll. Though we do have a momentum, so maybe we'll purloin that
Okay.
and just roll my 3 dice. That's 3 successes.
I think that with that, you can get it if you can find out, if you can locate and stop whatever is giving it the psychic signal, you can like stop the pattern that it's been doing. Like it's you can keep it from hitting that twing again. But you're going to have to stand here and hold on to the controls because this thing is weird. What does that look like? Like, what do we see you doing? Do you have to put your hands in something? Are you running? Are you like touching your forehead to something? Like, what does it look for this weird ancient weapon?
I think maybe there's a control panel and it's almost like a impromptu game of Simon Says where I'm like hitting the controls just to kind of nullify every time it starts to ramp up, and eventually the sequence is getting more and more complex and I'm just leaning against
Absolutely.
this thing trying to concentrate.
I think that's perfect. We see you doing that, develop. You're kind of standing it back, watching Ward do this with absolute concentration. Sevari, we cut back to you.
Yeah, I got an idea.
Okay.
I will lay it down to my fellow Bajorans and say, maybe I've been going about this all wrong. Maybe we don't need a shield or something like that, convenient. Maybe we need to shift a little the paradigm here. Like this is, I think these psychic thingies, they all have to do with subspace. So we need to shift the subspace, the harmonics. And if we do that, then that will stop these other things to come through. But that is kind of weird and kind of hard because I mean, it's subspace, right? It basically that's the basic principle that wormholes operate on.
Daring
Uh,
plus engineering,
yeah,
Sevari.
I thought so. You know what? I'm gonna spend one of those determination that I
Two
just got.
successes out of the gate. You need it because
Yeah,
you've done a couple of jury rigs on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
And
it's
I
gotten
will.
tougher.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to help here, I would be absolutely love that because I
Jures?
Is
the
there any chance that control and security would help me with my weapon system maintenance to try and keep the
I will give
torpedoes
that to
ticking
you.
over?
Yep.
cool.
Uh,
Okay.
then I will spend my determination
Ooh,
to get
wow.
1 and then roll 2d6 for a 10 plus
Okay.
4, 14.
Okay. And I will roll the 2d20, right? Not
Right.
2d6.
Oh,
Okay. Oh no.
and
Oh,
and
okay.
that is
I
a
think the
success
two of
and a
you
critical.
Wow.
are working. You're warping the subspace
Mm,
to
yeah.
stabilize to get these things like
Mm,
start dropping
mm,
the meters on them. You're getting them controlled here. It is absolutely
mm,
working, and it's the two of
mm.
you working in perfect coordination. And Tavari, you will feel the voice of the prophets like that is moving through you as you
Yeah.
do this. You can feel that finally that is coming. Divelle,
Cool.
come in.
Sorry for the intrusion.
And
Leaning
it
attention.
takes her a second to kind of, with the sensor webs, go, oh, was Dr. Divelle correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Do you know what all the alarms are about?
Oh, I have some idea about some of the alarms. There's quite a bit of danger currently on the ship. Um, if you recall our previous conversation, your friend mentioned those little hiccups,
Yes,
shifts.
they felt it again.
Yes, I'm trying to track down the source of them. I've got some a hypothesis, but it's affecting some items on the ship that could be quite dangerous.
All right. Uh, and so why have you come here?
Well, your friend was quite sensitive to them, so and my own family wasn't able to assist in the tracking, so this was the next best bet, in my reasoning.
All right. Why don't you sit over there, facing away?
Of course, I understand, yes.
And I think we'll see that Medusan. We've updated it a little bit for 21st century graphics and stuff, so the box looks cooler.
hmm
We'll see that open up, and I think, we'll see her faith bathed in that weird light. And I think you will hear through her a voice in your head saying, "You think this is my fault?"
I don't think it's I don't know.
Oh, uh, can can you help me see if it is?
I will I'm willing to try and do
Let's
whatever I can.
let's have you make a presence plus command roll here.
Okay. Well, cultural studies
I
help.
like it. Absolutely. A
Okay.
completely alien being here.
Yeah. One, two. Oh, wait, I have a determination again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend it.
Okay.
Um, I think Matt walked barefoot in the dirt to really understand a world.
I like it.
Yeah. So then that would be four successes with
Four
the
successes. Tell me what is going on with the Medusan that has been causing this problem? What has been happening? Is it a standard cycle thing with the Medusan? Are they having nightmares? Is there something else? Are they space sick? Like, what is it
I
that
like
you
the
will figure
nightmares
out?
idea. I
Okay.
like the nightmares idea that it's just like something they've encountered something recently and it's shaken them to their core and they just keep dreaming about it. And
Yeah, I think you are in the Medusan psyche,
yeah, and I
again,
like
very abstract for them because they see things in terms of energy and patterns. So it is
yeah,
weird to see what they're scared of.
yeah. And like I think just flashback to like little Divelle as a child when she used to have nightmares and like her father would like psychically help her deal with these things, sorts of things, and like because she had trouble describing them as well.
I think we get a flash of that. We get a flash to you hugging your father earlier. And I think there will be a shift in the color pattern. And the Medusan, they will say, "Ah, I understand." And I think we get a cascading shot of that and then cast to Ward and hitting this, sequence. You're at like 72, pattern punches on this thing, getting more and more exhausted. Tvilic, you're getting more and more nervous as Ward is going, and then there'll be a boom, and the color of this thing will change, and it will power down. And I think then we cut to Sevari and Jures working the controls, doing that subspace manipulation, and we will see it all drop down into green, and we will see the safeties come back onto this onto these torpedoes. And then I think we hear a broadcast coming over the comms of the ship, and we will hear the voice of Captain Vate, and we'll say, "This is the USS Kintsugi. Stand down." And let's cut back to the Kintsugi, where sometime later, I think maybe we see the Kintsugi towing this cruise ship, you know, but it's clearly, the brig is filled with people. People are locked down and stuff, but we're kind of in the aftermath of that. What I want to do is give everybody a chance to call a scene with their PC, with somebody else, with an NPC, and then I'd like to come to the captain and give them a scene. Particularly, we talked about some promotions and things. If you want to do that, and we kind of resolve that, and then I have our teaser. So let's start with Jures.
Yeah, I'd like a scene with Sevari, please.
Okay. Uh, Sevari, you're back on the Kintsugi after all of
Yes.
this adventure.
Mhm.
Where does Jures find you?
I mean, we don't have a temple, a Bajoran temple on the Kintsugi clearly, so I think Savari's on the observation deck, maybe trying to look towards the way of the wormhole and just, yeah, vibe, I guess,
Yeah.
pray, whatever you want to kind of call it.
Jures?
Please.
I think we see Jures come onto the deck and see Sevari facing away, looking out into the galaxy, um, and says, "Oh, sorry, Lieutenant, I didn't mean to disturb you."
No, it's fine. Come on, come in, come here. Well, I wanted to talk to you anyway.
Well, I don't know. Did you feel something when we were stabilizing those torps? You know,
Yes, I did.
I don't know. It just felt weird. Was that the phase shift?
No, no, that was I think that was the prophets. I'm not a Vedic or anything like that, but I think I felt the prophets.
The prophets?
Things have been
Really?
going things have been going wrong for me a lot, and the prophets guided me to this kid, right? Ifak. And I should have done something for him. I knew that the prophets wanted me to, but I didn't. I went on running and searching for a weapon because I'm an engineer and that's what I'm good at. But it didn't work out at all. I got captured and I couldn't really stabilize these things.
And when Sevari looks up, Juris is gone.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Uh, Tivilik?
I think Tavalix is a fairly short one. He's back in his Starfleet uniform. He's got you know, like uh, like he's all cleaned up and freshened up from thingy. And I think that we don't really see much of it beyond the brig, busy with people, and a man being pushed in there by Tavalic, like dressed in like a sick bay sort of like gown kind of thing, and holding a bundle of clothes. And Tavalic's holding that Starfleet uniform that Lieutenant Trellick or whatever
Oh,
was
okay.
carrying, right?
Yeah.
And he just shoves him in there, and he goes like, "But those are my clothes," and he's like, "No, these are our clothes." And he presses the button that shuts up turns the sound off on the force field, uh, and then just nods at the other security guards, Hamaka, who nods back,
Yep.
and he goes out. And as he goes out, he fishes around, and you see his hand rummaging around in like one of the pockets that we never see on the uniforms, and he pulls out a cigar and goes wandering down the corridor.
Nice. Ward?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we see Ward trying to get a new dress, right? For what may or may not be the proper ceremony.
There
I
is
don't
a
know whether
tailor on, that is, probably an emergency hollow tailor that is like, this is going to take some time. with delicate replication, it will not be exactly to specifications.
I mean, so long as it
Proceed.
looks, yeah, yeah.
Uh, uh,
Um, yeah, so I'm just waiting for this
okay.
dress to be repaired.
Okay. And do you
Um,
want to call a scene with somebody as
yeah,
the repair is done?
I wonder if Divelle is coming by to check up or doing something similar. I don't know what makes sense.
Divelle?
Yeah, no, this is good because I was gonna have to pitch a scene with you anyway. So, all right. So, um, this is not how I expected things to go, as I'm sure you're aware.
Well, I think we can blame Starfleet intelligence for all of our problems, right?
Which my parents are gladly doing. So they've rebooked the wedding to be held on Ryza like it was supposed to be. So
Makes
would you
sense.
like to actually go to my brother's wedding?
Yeah, if you don't think that they will blame me in some small part, because
No,
everything
that's
can't go in.
it's no, no. I'm the one that gets the blame, aside from
Okay, well,
intelligence.
okay. Because, if you need me to take the blame,
No,
um,
absolutely not. That's no, that's terrible.
yeah, sure. But, also, um, while I hope we'll see
Neither
each
of
other
us
again,
are to blame, Ward Astrid. You realize that, right?
yeah, I'm just trying to make life easier for you. But yes, I will go to the wedding on Ryza, as planned.
Okay, good. I'm just worried about you meeting my sisters now. I think that's
I
like
mean,
a
it
button on
can't be
that scene.
worse.
Yeah, that's a great button. Sevari. What would you like to call scene-wise here?
I mean, I would have liked to talk to Jures, but I also will respect his, well, if he doesn't want to talk to me, then fine. Maybe he needs to find his own path to the
Don't,
prophets. And
don't get me wrong, Zabine. I'm very happy for you to chase him down.
no, that's exactly what she won't do for this. She doesn't want to chase him down for this. No, I think she will go, and there is some reason here for doing this. I think she will go down and no, not go down and ask the captain if he has some time for her, because she has a question
Yeah.
or a thing.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, you probably noticed that she is very stiff. She's scared of you, but
Something wrong,
she's
Sevari?
no. Well, maybe it's hard to say, but I know that. Can you read thoughts, sir? If you cannot, if you don't want to talk about this, that's totally fine. But if can you?
Something like that.
Okay, good to know. Okay, I'm just have to let you know that I'm not very comfortable with this, and but that is my problem, not yours. I just need to say it to someone
I'm
because
not reading. I'm not reading your thoughts right now, Sevari. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having this conversation, would we?
I mean, I don't know. I can't read your thoughts, right? Obviously. No, I just so you can read thoughts only when you want to, not just basically run around and read everybody's thoughts because you can. I don't
Something
know
like
how
that.
this works. Okay, I don't know how this works. Okay, look,
Would it
I
help if I read your thoughts? Because
no,
currently
please
I'm
don't.
still at a loss.
Please don't. The thing is, I've kept secrets for a lot in my life, and I'm scared of people reading my thoughts. This is not particularly rational, but that's where it is. And I just thought sitting in my quarters and being worried about would not help the situation. Now I'm talking to you, so just so I can get used to the fact that this is happening and that this is not actually a danger to me.
You served on ships with Beta Zeds before, correct?
Not well, yes, but
Deltans? You served with Deltans? There are several telepathic members of the
yes, and I've always
Starfleet.
avoided them.
And here I thought you were just scared of command, Sevari.
No, I'm not scared of command.
Really?
It's just the thing that, well,
if it helps, Sevari, and I'm not sure it does, I don't really read minds. I don't really know quite what I do anymore.
oh,
But
okay.
you could be, well, you follow the prophets, yes?
Yes,
The
I do.
orb. The visions of you've been granted a vision, an orb
I've
from
been,
one of the orbs, yes?
yes, I've had an orb experience, and I believe in the prophets. The prophets are not in the orb precisely.
Yes, it's complicated, isn't it?
Yes.
But it says to me that you can see the future, or you have. Is that not as great a, that's, some would consider that an invasion of privacy. But what I'm trying to say is that it's more like, I think we have more in common than you might think.
Oh, I honestly didn't think of it like that, sir. Huh. Maybe. Who?
Now, I was very happy with your work on the ship, Sevari, and I hope that this has set your mind at ease as best as I can. If you have any problems, I understand, and I'd be sorry to lose you from the ship, and Starfleet would be sorry to lose you from any of the service, any of our crews.
No, this was not me saying I can't work with you. This was me trying to be able to work with you better, sir, because I can't avoid you all the time, right?
And I would hope you don't avoid me at all, Sevari, because that's going to be a very poor working relationship.
Exactly.
Besides, I don't read I would never need to read your mind, Sevari. I've always got Starfleet intelligence's file.
I think she laughs at that. Yes, well, sir, with all due respect, I've had the Obsidian Order spy on me, so.
Yes. Another thing we have in common.
You must tell me about that one, if you want to.
Yes. Now, if that's all, Lieutenant?
Yes, that's all. Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Dismissed. And he smiles bemusedly as you leave the office. Yeah, and then I think he punches up a thing, and we see the as Sevari leaves, and he looks at the big diagram of the alien artifact that was recovered from the ship.
Nice.
And he just reaches a hand out towards it. One last spooky bit of psychic imagery. And we're
Okay. Divelle, do you want to call a scene, or are you good with the
yeah, no, I'm
Ward?
good with the one I had with Ward.
Okay. Captain, want to give you a potential scene and talk about promotions. What do you want to have there?
I think it's captain's log, playing over, like, as the camera sweeps through, the various, because it's the end of the season, right?
Right.
So, it's sweeping through the various decks of the Kintsugi and the scenes and everything. And, I'm saying that, the ship, the Kintsugi, was, an attempt to build something greater from the destruction that Starfleet faced at the Battle of Wolf 359. And, there are lots of different, just like the Federation itself, it's made up of many parts, glued, brought together with, and in many ways, the crew is the same way as we cut across all the different things, and they continue to impress me. And I think we'll cut across to see, and they reach new heights and push themselves further than I think even many of them knew that they could push themselves. And we'll cut over to Ensign Jures being promoted to a lieutenant, junior grade. Getting slapped on the back by Hamaka as he takes out the new pip from the thing. And I think it's about time that Sevari was made a full lieutenant, right? And perhaps the scene is of Vate shaking a hand, and there's slight tension maybe on Sevari's face. So that is there, and yeah, and I'm happy to. And then we do this fan around of the ship.
Yeah.
And and I think it's been the ship, just like its crew, have been forged into something stronger than any of it was before. And then we go to warp at the end of it.
And I think there's a little bit of the credit sequence, and we cut to Ward and Vate in a command ready room. We can see the end of a procedure, and we know that this is the test for changeling procedure. We see the field go off and scan around the room, and then finally that all clears, everything checks out. Ward, Tivilic, not Tivilic, Ward, Vate, you sit down, and I think we hear, incoming secure Starfleet command channel. Authorization code?
Delta 4, Kappa 9.
And we'll see an admiral come up on screen. We'll say, Captain Vate, Lieutenant Commander Ward.
Sir?
The word is given. Rendezvous at location XXY. We are retaking Deep Space Nine.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
Absolutely. I think we get the to be continued kind of thing underneath that. And that's going to be the button on our episode, on our series. We will take up again at some point in 2026, and we'll do another quarterly of this down the road. And we will probably start with the war against the Dominion. There is that massive fleet that has to go to retake DS9. So we will see what the Kintsugi's part is in that. Stars and wishes. Let's wrap it up. Alan, I'm going to go in the same order we just did here.
Oh, stars. Oh, many stars. I mean, this has been a fantastic finale on what has been, from my point of view, a really great series. Um, well, I think most of the stars go to you, I think, Lowell, because you put us in positions which really stimulated good play, I thought. We've got religious conversion, we've got a slightly jokey wedding that turns very non-jokey. We've got family dynamics. What more do you want? We got a Concustavilic who gets to show off his science, stuff. It had it all. I had a fantastic time. Wishes, Lieutenant Jures would like to come back.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, Lieutenant Junior.
Yeah, well, in certain audiences, he makes that clear.
I love it. Donna Ward.
Yeah. I think the stakes were never higher. Today 3, 4 if we count the wedding party, powder kegs ready to explode at any moment. Yeah, and I think just to echo Alan, like having so many players and so many plates spinning, a credit to everyone involved. I think today we probably got to see a different side of people than we usually do. Unusual problems, strange situations, and yeah, everyone rose to that challenge. So yeah, great stuff.
Awesome. Sabine Sevari.
Yes, also around. That was really fantastic. I really love the whole Star Trek thing. Obviously, I've said before, this is the most Star Trek I've ever been getting in a role-playing game. And all these characters, I really love Jures. I love the whole prophet stuff. And I love Dr. Divelle and her family and the whole wedding catastrophe. The torn dresses, that was all great. And Tivolic with the concussion, and still the most badass of them all. That was really, I really love that. So yeah, yes.
Awesome. Divelle Jeline.
Yes, I want to mimic everything everyone else has said, but also big star to the dice rolls and the perfect storm of
Oh,
complications that they kept
oof.
creating. Because it's just like, well, here we go, starting this off 320s. Perfect, chef's kiss.
Awesome. Awesome. And Tvilic slash Vates slash Will
Yeah.
slash Rylas the Ruthless.
Right, that's the ruthless. Yeah, well, one wish would have been to have two sessions, so some of that could have paid off. But obviously, pacing meant that we had to go straight at the problem. And also, that was, on paper, he wasn't the captain at this point. This is like the adventure that's made for Vate's life path thing of being a spy and a psychic with a weird alien artifact, right? But
Hmm.
c'est la vie. I really enjoyed the last scenes. I thought they were all great. My favorite part was probably just we cut back to you being yelled at your mother, yelled at by your mother. That was great. But yeah, really good. Obviously, I really enjoyed the series. I really want to play more Kintsugi. I really want to play more. I love the little Open Hearth Star Trek slightly shared universe,
Hmm.
of just this ever expanding pool of NPCs and people across all of the different things. I look forward to seeing more of them. I think we're probably better at casting and having recurring supporting characters than actual Star Trek TV shows are.
Yeah, that is true. I want to thank all of you. You've all been really good about playing along with the sort of the more drama approach that I take to things, and you all are more than willing to go along with my bullshit, and I love that. Great characters. I love that we were able to finally kind of pay off the Divelle wedding thing today. The promotions thing was good. The profits there. It was nice to see Jures on board. And Ward, that dynamic between you and Divelle and keeping control of things throughout without like now I'm actually the command rank. Like I thought that was really well handled. So lots of good things all around. I really, really enjoyed this. So thank you all so much. I am going to stop the recording.